Okay, we're now back out of closed session, and I had a motion made by Magistrate Codar and a second by Magistrate Riley. And all in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Appears all in favor, motion carries. We're now out of closed session. What we met on closed session on is I received a letter from the Grant County Conservation District dated October 3rd, 2025. And it said, after research, the Grant County Conservation District has identified roughly 1.9 acres on Hopperton Lane and Dry Ridge of open land that would be a great asset to our district. Currently, we rent, and in order to us have a full service to the community, we are looking for a place to call home. We, as the Grant County Conservation District, would like to formally make an offer of $40,000 on said property. The Conservation District would also cover the cost for a survey and plat, along with the closing cost and title insurance. There was a community guarding on this property some years ago, and to our memory hasn't utilized in several seasons. Property would include the 6-foot chain link fence as a border on the south end in a arrow-like shaped point of the north end. Because there is no city sewer on the said property, a site evaluation for a septic system would need to be completed. The site evaluation would need to pass inspection for us to utilize this property. The Grant County Conservation District would also pay for that fee as well. Included in this paperwork is an overhead picture of the property for reference and a contract for the exchange discussed. So this conversation, I know Jacqueline was approached by the Conservation District when she attended one of their meetings, and then they reached out and approached me. This is the pie-shaped property just on the north end of the Grant County Road Department's property on Hopperton Lane. And as the district said, the only utilization it ever had years ago was a community garden. That hasn't been done in years. We've just had to keep it mowed and bush hogged. I don't foresee us growing our footprint for many, many years because the road department actually has a decent sized footprint where they're currently at on their property as it is. Grant County Conservation District is a taxing district in our county, so it's a government body within the Grant County Fiscal Court, and by statute it allows us to give, trade, or sell this land without advertisement. I talked to Eli Anderson, our PVA, early on about what he thought the value is by comping it. He come up in that neighborhood of about $40,000 for the 1.9 acres. You know, and I will say maybe a private entity for a business. I don't know if because of that location we could get a little bit more money out of it, but it's not that we're selling it to profit from this, as we are to help another taxing district within our county. Because I mean, it's that we're paying the taxes to this entity that's purchasing the property too. So I think it's something to help this taxing district out. Plus, they do a lot for the community, and they will do a lot more if they have their own home. They're currently renting at the Farm Bureau building in Williamstown. They also rent a metal building that's adjacent to that location at the Farm Bureau building, where they keep equipment in that they loan out to farmers and so on. So they've done a lot over the years. I know that when I've met with the Conservation District, they're always doing safety classes on tractor overturning on farms, things like that, with the ambulance services and fire departments. And I believe after speaking with them, if they build their own building and house their own equipment, and they do have a full-time staff member there, that there'll be a lot more they can do for the community. And I'd like to see them have a home or a place to call home, and that would be a great location for them. It's not a heavy traveled area because it's a dead-end road. So I'm going to need a motion from the court on anyone's in favor of approving the purchase contract that was given to us. And the layout of the purchase contract is that basically what I read. They will give us $40,000 for the property. They'll give us, upon us accepting this purchase agreement and me signing it, a down payment for $2,500, and the remaining amount, date of closing, that's normal in any type of closing. Let me see, the contract shall be formed within 60 days, so it's just standard language in it. I spoke to them and told them that it would be the 21st meeting before that we would be able to go in closed session, discuss this about the sale of that property, and that we would come out with a motion either agreeing to that or not agreeing to it. So I need some form of motion, either agreeing to this purchase contract or not agreeing with it.
I'll make a motion to accept the purchase contract as been presented.
I will second.
Okay, I have a motion made by Magistrate Humphrey, a second by Magistrate Riley. All in favor by saying aye.
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 It appears all in favor. Motion carries. And this motion also is allowing me to sign the purchase contract and proceed on with the sale of the property, correct? Okay, it appears that's what the motion's for. And we'll move on down to the last item, which is remind everyone our next court meeting will be November 4th on a Tuesday, 2025 at 6 p.m. here at the Greene County Courthouse. Need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I will second.
A motion made by Magistrate Codar, second by Magistrate Riley. All in favor by saying aye.
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 Here's all in favor. Motion carried. We're now adjourned to our next meeting. Thank you all.